midterm for exam 27000, so you'll find here only the Excel part. Okay, I am on a Mac, as you can see. So first of all, let's reach the network directory. Go connect to server. For Windows user, it's much easier. / ubz01fst.unibz.it. Then I have to prepare it before. This one, connect. Hope that it works. Okay. Exam Coletti. There is a long list of people, currently only me. Okay, let's work online. Let's try whether it works. I'm not at university, so it may stuck suddenly. I open portfolio.xlsx with Microsoft Excel 2016. I wait those 2-3 hours for it to open. Come on. Okay, here it is. Okay. Let's see. Build a bubble chart. Let's start immediately with the bubble chart. Dates. Portfolio 1. So I press Command and size. Insert. Bubble. This one. Okay, do I ask in a new to put it in a new sheet? No, so you can keep it in this sheet if you want. If you put it in a new sheet, it's not wrong. Okay. I make it a little larger to see it better. Okay, let's see what we have to do. The horizontal axis from 27,000 to 43,000. So I double click here. From 27,000 to 43,000. Okay. Why when I record the video there is always an helicopter or an airplane passing? Okay. Now the bubbles color, so I double click on the bubbles. The color here. The color must be set to none, but the border must be blue. So let's start with the border, otherwise I won't see the colors anymore. Border blue. And the fill, no fill. Okay. Done. It looks like the picture. Fine, there is the title, which was not necessary, so I remove it, but it's not required to remove. I save now. Let's put it a little. It takes a while to save, eh? Okay. Lock the sheet in such a way that users can freely modify only size. So, for Mac, locking the sheet is a little different than for Windows. Mac users have to start selecting here, format cells, protection, remove locked, and then review, protect sheet, put any password. I will put exam just to. Okay, done. Windows users instead have here allow users to edit ranges. Click there, select range J, don't put any password, and then there click protect sheet. I save now. Okay. In a new sheet, build a graph of these 3 functions using different colors. Modify the vertical scale to fit better to the graphs. Okay, so let's build a new sheet. I didn't specify from where to where. From 0.1 to 10. But from 0 to 10, okay. So X, F1, F2, F3. I make it larger for the video. Okay. X 0, 0, 1, 0, 2. Okay, I don't want to see 0, 1, 2, 3. I will consider it wrong. Okay, I'm not particularly happy of 0, 0 0.5, 0 0.1. Okay, 0, 0 0.2, 0 0.4 is fine instead. Well, because honestly, it's the computer who does the calculation. So who cares if you take a lot of points? 10. Okay, F1, it's equal to by this one squared, no, at the fourth, minus 150 times this one squared plus 6 times this one. Okay, F2 is 10 by exp of this one divided by 2 plus 2000. F3 is 2000 by log, it's log in base 10, so I just write log of this one plus 1. I just write log because it's in base 10. Now let me check out 2x4 minus 150, not 140. 150 plus 6x, okay. 10 e at x half plus 2000. 2000 by log x plus 1, okay. Click, click. Okay, I save. Okay, now we have to build the graph. Come on. Building the graph is the easiest thing. Insert. Okay, this one is fine. Okay, it already uses 3 different colors. Let's modify the vertical axis to better fit. So let's start from minus 3000 and let's go up to 5000. For example. Okay, also the horizontal axis you can modify from 0 to 10. Okay, fine. Look how nice. Save. In a new sheet, build a pivot table with year and month, starting from 1980, displaying the average of portfolios 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so I have to go back to set 1, insert. Oh, since it's locked, it doesn't let me insert. This means that at exam I will have to ask you to lock after. Okay, now we'll unlock. At exam, obviously, I will be so kind to ask you to lock after. Okay, insert. Or I may be evil and don't ask you to lock after, and so you have to discover it yourself, but... Okay, so date. Where's gone? Date gone. Date. Okay. Portfolio 1 not here. Portfolio 1. Portfolio 2. And portfolio 3. So for date, I go here. I click in group selection. I remove quarters. No, but I keep years, then I press command and months. Okay, if you want, you can select here starting from 1/1/1980, but I think it's easier to select it here, just unselecting. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Can I please collapse these things? Okay. 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 Now I don't want a sum. I want the average. So right click, field settings, average. Right. No. Go here. Select. Right click. Field setting. I find out that the Mac is always more difficult to use than Windows. Field setting, at least with Excel. Okay. Save. Does it look like the picture? No, it starts from 1981. The picture starts from 1980. So let's restore. No, I'm saving. Let's restore 1980 here. Otherwise the professor will complain. Okay. February. Okay. We don't have January 1980. Bah, mystery of the computer. Okay. Let's go on. In a new sheet, so I reapply the the protection. Okay. In a new sheet, calculate 8 sums of the returns of the 8 portfolio in sheet 1. Uh-oh. I hope to be able to do it now. Okay, so I go to new sheet, equal sum from set 1, the entire portfolio 1. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done, automatically done. With this data, build a bar plot like the graph in the picture with appropriate category labels, with data values at the end of the bars with 0 decimal digits, and with vertical axis set at 2000 value. Okay, the problem is that in order to build a graph like this one with the category labels, I need to have the category labels somehow. If I put them below, I'm pretty sure that doesn't work, so I have to put insert a new row with here you can copy the categories from above or just write portfolio 1, and then if you're smart enough you drag and down. Okay, now we select the data, insert this one. Okay, let's make it larger. Okay, remove the title, that is not necessary, but okay. So we need to add the data labels, so add chart elements, data labels, outside end. Okay, let's set them with 0 decimal digits, 0 decimal digits, where is it, number, it's a percentage, decimal digits 0. I click somewhere else just to get it. Okay, I say it's 0. Okay. Okay, let me write that it's percentage. Okay, and now I need to move the horizontal, the vertical axis. To move the vertical axis, you don't have to go to the vertical axis, you have to go to the horizontal axis. And here, where is it? Vertical axis crosses at value 2000. Fine. Does it look like that one? Yes. Save after all this effort. Oh, and finally, the solver exercise. Your company manufactures TV. There is a... I call it scenario. I should call it solver. So let's rename it. Solver. Okay. Your company manufactures TV, radios, and speakers. Let's make it larger. Okay. Using parts from a common inventory. So we use parts since the speaker cone is the same, for example. Parts unlimited supply, here. The profits for TV, radios, and speakers decrease with the number of produced items. They are what indicated in the table. Okay. Multiplied by the number of products to the power of 0.9. And there's an example, since I bet that not everybody understands. The profit for 10 radios is 50, so 50, by 10 to the power of 10.9. Okay, so each extra unit doesn't add exactly 50, adds less. Determine the most profitable mix of products to build. Okay, so I help you to suggest that you should put here product units and real profit for product units. So let's start, for example, with 2 televisions, 3 radios, and 4 speakers. Real profit for product units, as it's written, it's equal to the products for TV by the number of televisions to the power of 0.9. No, sorry. It's okay. To the power of 0.9, because I have the European version. So as you can see, it's not exactly 150, but something less. Okay, now the total profit profit, it's equal to, very simply, the sum of these three quantities. Okay. Okay. Now the constraints. Okay, we have a constraints for each part. So let's take the parts here. I copy and paste, since I'm particularly lazy. Okay, the number of chassis. The number of chassis is some product between these ones and the number of chassis required. So if you produce 2 televisions, 3 radios, and 4 speakers, you need 5 chassis. Okay, because one is required for each television, one for each radio. Speakers don't require chassis. Okay. Alternatively, if you don't know how to use the function some product, you could, without any problem and honestly without too much waste of time, do something like this. Okay, the important thing is that you dollarize C9. Oops. You dollarize C9, you dollarize D9, and you dollarize E9. Because they will remain the same for the other picture tube, speaker, cone, power supply, electronics. Okay, now you go on. Okay, everything must be smaller or equal than the quantity written here. So you can just copy and paste. You can put a formula, but okay, you can copy and paste. Okay, and then I write here just a reminder that all the variables must be integer. Don't forget. Okay, it's required by the text. I saved it, now wait 3 hours. Come on. Okay, now the solver. Where is the solver? Data, solver. Okay, set objective. The total profit. To max by changing variables. These 3. Subject to the constraints. Add. This one smaller or equal than this one. Add. This one smaller or equal than this one. I've seen that some of you add our constraints all together. So all this smaller or equal than all this. I think it works. If it works, it's fine. But for those of you who don't, I will add them one by one. Okay, now the constraints that the variable must be integer. Also this one, you can select the 3 variables all together and set them to int. It will work. But I will do one by one, just so you don't accuse me of introducing things I didn't explain in the exams. Okay, let's check. Integer. Okay, cross the fingers and solve. Does it solve? Okay, fine. Took a while. 160, 280. Perfect. So save. I think exam is over. Such a short exam. Okay, we can wait for it to be saved. Shut down Excel, because one of the things I really don't like is seeing that you have not closed Excel, and they can see it. Shut down, I said, shut down Excel 3 hours ago. And look here, check today at 14:34, so it's fine. And I am over. So I can just stop the video.